right, it's the Rundown, March 23rd, presented by the Busker Irish Whiskey. The Busker Triple Cask Triple Smooth is an extraordinary blend with extraordinary smoothness. This new-to-world Irish whiskey is born out of modern Ireland, where the contemporary and bold meet the traditional. The Busker offers authenticity of a top-quality Irish whiskey while also bringing a disruptive approach to the industry with their modern and straightforward look and feel, which goes beyond the Irish whiskey category. Be bold or bust with the Busker and find the Busker in stores.
Can I do both if I wanted to?
You can bust boldly.
Yeah.
I know that. You can busk boldly. It's actually delicious.
It's their competitor, who I will not say the name, it's better than that.
Yes.
We did a little commercial for Francis, who made some theme song that'll get stuck in your head if you, the Busker, the Busker.
And an easy layup. When your team is behind and the game's on the line, try the Busker.
What?
Have
Is it someone's
a sip and
birthday?
Support all the lads on the court with the Busker. Triple cask, triple smooth, never settle for two. When your team is in need, always step back from three. Drink the Busker, and enjoy the game. Smoother than swishing teardrops from the lane. Where bold meets tradition, let them know what they're missing. One sip of Busker, remember the name.
It is catchy as hell, and it will get stuck in your head for days. The whiskey, much better than the theme song, but it is very good whiskey. Gentlemen, if you look at your feet, you have a bottle of Busker there if you want it.
Ooh.
You're coming home with me.
All right, topic one. JP Morgan duped into buying bags of rocks that they thought were nickel. They bought, like, was it 54 tons of nickel, but it ended up being 54 tons of rocks. I didn't introduce anyone. We got Pat, we got KenJac. Pat, very Irish.
Yes.
My last name's
Enjoying-
Kennedy, man. What the hell?
What?
My last name's Kennedy.
I thought it was Jack.
We were presidents. My last
That is true.
Kennedy.
Your
I
last
feel
name's not Jack,
No.
Yeah.
and your first name's not Ken.
No, neither. It's a reverse. It's Jack Kennedy. That's KenJac.
You're named after Jack Kennedy, the president?
Well, no, not particularly. My dad was born like 5 days after he died, and he's named John, which sucked.
Did your grandmother have a photo of JFK in the house, framed?
Yes.
Mine did as well.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Hated America.
He was Kang's.
I'm trying to think.
Vibbert is definitely not Irish.
I think Vibbert. I think it's the
It's like
T is
French.
I think the T is silent and it's French. Vibert. Not good.
Oh, that's French.
Not
Boo.
good. I was gonna say this about Joe Kennedy though. Joe Kennedy, JFK's dad.
Oh, he won an election. He's great.
There was JFK. Yeah. Oh, he invented insider trading and then was like, oh, this is illegal now once he got rich off it. But twisted history fact, it was JFK, RFK, and then his like sister who was promiscuous.
Oh,
she was
wait.
like sneaking out at night.
Oh, I was thinking of Rosemary, the one they lobotomized.
her?
He lobotomized her, but they made her sing like "God Bless America," and when she couldn't like say the words,
Oh my God.
that's when it was good enough.
Yeah, they open
Twisted
up.
history.
They open up like your skull, and they would basically just kind of like jumble around your brains until you couldn't speak.
Your eyeball.
The word
And then you just kind of down, and then
they'd like tinker around like a dad on the weekends, just tinkering around
it's
the
like
house.
they take these big ass, like basically like metal chopsticks, and they just go and just like, well, let's see what happens now. This will probably fix your.
I
mental
want one.
illness.
How relaxing would that be?
Oh,
You'd just
ignorance
be
is
brain
bliss.
dead?
Yeah.
Cool ass name too. Lobotomized. Like that's just cool. Sounds
Yeah.
Cool.
You'd have such a great sleep every night.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you had no brain activity.
Was it Sirhan who killed RFK? Right. It's a cool
Yes.
ass name.
Sirhan.
It's a
Cool ass name.
So nice they named it twice.
He's
Yeah.
alive?
Sirhan.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
He just got out of jail, I believe, or he's about to get
Is
on
that
jail.
the guy who got out? I thought it was someone else.
Pope guy, I
Someone else who
thought.
tried to kill a president who just got out of jail.
Oh,
Maybe.
John Hink. No.
I would
The
guess
Reagan
Saran.
guy. The guy
The guy who shot Reagan
Yeah.
got out.
Yes.
He
that's
does
right.
it again.
Yeah.
Sirhan.
It's the first thing he
Just
does.
immediately goes to DC.
He's looking fresh.
He's not Smash.
He's pretty young.
When he was
He
young,
looks-
I would actually
Yeah.
smash him when he was old.
That man looks like he's 5'2".
Yeah. Oh, very short.
He looks a little like Joe Pa.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
right.
right. Or the Sandusky guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anywho.
Well, on that note, yeah, JP Morgan got duped. The big banks got duped. They bought 54 tons of rocks thinking it was nickel. I don't know how this happens. This is like a drug deal in high school where you think you're buying weed, but you're really just buying oregano from some senior, and you're getting screwed. That's what happened to JP Morgan.
I'm looking up how much money J.P. Morgan has. Okay, so it's the largest of the big four
Yep.
banks. 200 total equity, $292 billion.
That's it? More.
Number of employees, 292. I'm sure there's money in like other areas. 293,000 employees. All right, so $1.3 million. I'm surprised this even made the news, considering how much money they have.
Yeah.
$1.3 million for them?
Yeah.
Who cares? This is like.
I think the point is like big banks can still get duped into spending all their money on bullshit. Like some guy sold them rock. Like what?
Well, that's because they're backed up by Sleepy Joe.
Yeah, obviously.
Oh yeah.
I think fraud is okay as long as it's funny enough. You know what I mean? Remember that guy that like Dr. Love, the dude who like frauded all the people into thinking he was a doctor, and he treated all of them in Florida. You remember this dude? That's OG blog guy right there. That was funny enough where I don't care if he committed fraud because it's fucking funny. Like.
Oh yeah, he was like just a kid.
Yeah. He was like 16 years old, like pretending to be a doctor.
He worked at the hospital for like 5 years.
Yeah, exactly.
It was.
There's Dr. Love.
Yeah, good for him.
That's a good fraud to do, doctor fraud. I was a doctor for Halloween one year, and I felt like I got so much respect just walking around in scrubs.
Yeah,
But
and
no one realized I was just drunk.
you get the people coming up to you like, doctor, what's wrong with me?
Exactly. I'll show you what's wrong with you, son.
Yes, exactly. I don't know. I think that's fine. I think it reminds me of one of my favorite, or this is like an original meme from like Facebook back in the day. This guy, he ordered a Wi-Fi router from Walmart, and all he got was it was just a box filled with a bag of dirt that said "puto" on it. That was it. That's all I got.
What does puto mean?
Bitch.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't say many things in Spanish, but I do know bitch.
I think this is just they're trying to make a headline because there are so many banking headlines right now. So like, let me write about J.P. Morgan, say something about them being duped, and then maybe
Red
people will
flag,
click.
or
And there's
false
nothing
flag.
worse than clickbait.
Yeah.
I don't like that
It
here.
needs to be substantial content.
The most successful bank, of course, people are going to click on it.
Of course.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Big news. Afroman is being sued by the police. Afroman's home in Adams County, Ohio, was raided by the police last year. They found nothing. Afroman took footage during the raid and used the footage for a music video.
I love that.
Yep. Now 7 members of Adams County Sheriff's Office, whose faces were shown in the video, are suing Afroman, claiming he invaded their privacy by posting their faces in his video and across social media without their consent.
So they didn't find anything.
That makes me
Right.
think less
And
of
that's
Afro.
Afroman right there? True to the
Take a
name.
guess.
That just looks like a stock image.
Is that Afroman?
The guy in the giant fur coat with the afro.
It has to be.
I'm just
What
more
does it say? It says
hanging
Afroman
cash.
receiving money seized from his house during the raid.
I'm just more confused that Afroman is still making music. I thought he was one and done.
That was like middle school.
Did you ever
too.
see Afroman's MTV Cribs? It was
so.
that was Redman and Method Man.
I remember Red
Never
Man,
mind.
Method Man, of course.
They had the worst house of all time, but they were like going around showing, oh, it's great. Watch that.
Yeah.
You Spider Nose?
I think
Okay, all right.
less of Afroman knowing they didn't find anything illegal in his house. Like he's
Yeah.
not totally, that's not cool.
A
Yeah.
gun,
You have to have illegal stuff in your house or you're not cool.
a shiv,
Yeah.
anything
I'm
at
reading
all.
someone that says they took $400 from him and it wasn't returned.
So he only had he had $400 in his house. Come on, Afro.
What were they looking for, weed? No. But you can film someone at, like, as long as it's
Money
on
or
public...
guns?
It's on public property, you can film someone and do whatever you want with it. But if it's on private property,
His private property.
your
Yeah.
own property, and they're raiding you, is there like some sort of law that says if your property is being raided, you're not allowed to film the police while it's happening?
I don't think. Yeah.
And then
I think-
how does a raid of a house happen and they don't take down the homeowner? You would think if the homeowner is standing there, he's getting tackled. Or did they know this is Afroman?
Yeah.
That motherfucker's sturdy.
Does it say what they had, the raid fuel?
It just says they raided his home in search of narcotics but came up empty, took some cash.
All right.
Just kind of robbed him.
This
Yeah,
is great for his...
they
It
robbed-
doesn't really sound like a
Listen.
raid. It sounds like they robbed this man.
Listen, this is what Afroman needed to kind of reignite his career. He hasn't been in the headlines since maybe 03. He needed a raid. It would have been better for him if, they found a cache of guns
Yes,
or,
he should've been like,
maybe a
why?
hand grenade, some automatic weapons. But they found nothing, so it's just all seeing how he's going to parlay this into his next move. Maybe he drops that music video.
I love how they raided the guy's house that has the song "Because I Got High." They're like looking for narcotics. You know what I mean? Like
Looking
it's
for
like,
weed.
Some guy
Yeah.
just discovered that song. And he's
Yeah.
like,
Oh, we
check
gotta
this
get
out.
this guy.
I mean,
He's smoking marijuana.
it's just a bad look for him. You need to be like, can you tell the police? Just lie. Be like, say you found an RPG in my house.
Yeah, if you're a rapper, you should just keep something in your house in case you get raided, or
And
your
he-
car.
He put it in his music video. It's like, hey, look at my house that has nothing illegal or cool in it.
Yeah.
Like,
Boo!
yeah, the cops just stole $400 from me. Like, that's not cool.
I want to know what his house looks like.
image.
Yeah.
What's Afroman's net worth?
I mean, if it.
Take a guess before he pulls it up. I'm saying $11 million.
11 million?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
way.
saying
thinking
I'm
like,
saying 300,000.
I was thinking like
I'm
200
saying,
grand.
I don't even think he'll register in the
I'm like
millions.
200 grand. It's bad?
Oh no. Okay, that's
All right, 1 million,
that's
1 million.
1 million.
sympathy. That's a sympathy.
I think he probably has 300,000, but they're like, we can't put that. We just had to the base level's $1 million.
Okay, it's going down to 100,000. Yeah, this is we can move on. We can.
Yeah, we can move on. Afroman's
We
good.
can move on.
He lives in Florida too. That's the
No
easiest place to
disrespect.
keep money.
Yeah, they let you keep half your paycheck.
Yeah. God damn. Let's see.
Oh, he's in Ohio. Wait,
That is the most
Wait, he
regular
lives in-
house I've ever.
That's my parents' house.
he lives in Florida, but he was arrested by the Ohio.
That's his house. That's Afroman. That's where he's living. We need to make a GoFundMe for Afroman. He
That
needs
looks-
to get back on top.
Wait, go back to that one.
That looks like
That's a trap house.
yeah. That looks like when you're driving down the highway and you see like a random house and like a farmhouse in the middle of
Yeah.
like a bunch of land. You're like, oh fuck, who lives there?
That's such a regular ass house.
It's Courage the Cowardly Dog's house.
Literally, yes. If I was like in the middle of nowhere.
I love that everything is painted
Good
weed
reference.
green.
Yes.
Yeah. You can just green
It's
screen
literally,
anything.
yeah. It's just in the middle of nowhere. Jesus.
right.
Disappointing.
All right. We thought Afroman would be topic number 2, but he is.
Slow
Top-
day, slow news day.
It is a slow news
Sorry
week.
about what's coming up.
Slow news week, and we had all that manufactured drama. Makes you think, right?
Conspiracy.
Very interesting.
Blockbuster might be making a comeback. Blockbuster's website, it sends you to a place that says, we are working on rewinding your movie. Be kind, rewind was their slogan. There's one left, located in Bend, Oregon. Watch the last Blockbuster on Netflix. But Blockbuster is owned by Dish Network, who bought the brand for $228 million back in
buy.
2011.
Talk about them getting out at the right time. 220. That has to be one of the best like exit strategies by a company's like board of all time.
I thought so too, but for $228 million, you're buying the Blockbuster name, which is like
Yeah.
just nostalgia straight in people's
But isn't that
veins.
worthless?
Property or anything? or-
The name is worthless.
Yeah, I don't know.
How much did Blockbuster almost
I don't-
buy Netflix for? It was a very cheap amount. I forget.
It was
very low.
$75 they almost bought them for.
It was a very cheap offer, and then Blockbuster said no. Damn shame. They just tried to steal their method, and it didn't work as well.
Yeah.
It's annoying the nostalgia with
How much was it?
Blockbuster. How much?
Blockbuster could have bought Netflix for $50 million.
50 million, and then Dish Network went and bought it for 220 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Blockbuster, yeah.
That's tough.
They're using Linux systems whenever they like stop. I don't know if that means anything to anyone. It's just like the most outdated software you can use.
What do you get with that?
Like-
Like when you buy Blockbuster, you get all their DVDs. Because I remember when my Blockbuster closed, they just had a sale. Like, and they're like,
Yeah.
you buy all the DVDs.
Yep.
They had a fire sale.
Yeah.
I bought Fallout New Vegas.
Now mine's a retro fitness. My old Blockbuster.
Yeah, they've turned a lot of them
On
are
the lump
Planet
alarm.
Fitnesses now,
Yeah, why
or some sort of gym.
Yeah. Always a gym. I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
I miss Blockbuster because like I wasn't like an insane movie hawk at Blockbuster, but video games they used to rent at Blockbuster. I
Yeah,
get a
of
lot
course.
video
Yeah. Is there anything Blockbuster could bring back that you'd be excited about? No.
Really?
Nothing.
Everything they offer is done better elsewhere.
Yeah.
Nostalgia in general annoys me.
Yeah.
When people are like too into like 90s shit or like it's too much. Anything that reminds people, anyone who gets too excited about their childhood enough.
Yeah,
The
it's like
90s
you're,
were a bad time for your peoples.
Yeah, it was a very bad time.
Yeah. It was no good.
I
Philadelphia.
had no idea.
go listen to a YouTube album.
I lived a
YouTube
wonderful
album.
childhood in the 90s.
Yeah, it was just picture perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Ceelo Green enters a nightclub on a horse, falls off. I looked for the video of this, couldn't find it.
deleted.
It's deleted.
I
got
found
it?
It is pretty funny.
Oh, we got it.
I love CeeLo.
I love Ceelo Green. Yeah, he's what's his other name? Ceelo Green and
Oh no! Oh
You're thinking of
god!
Gnarls Barkley. That's the
Gnarls
group.
Barkley.
That's the group with him and someone else.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you're bringing a horse into a nightclub.
Pretty crazy.
Well, horses are the most easily spooked animals, so to bring it into a nightclub is a wild move. I'm assuming this is in Texas at some sort of rodeo. But I do like how it kind of ducked and rolled and went up. Like if you fall,
did look
you gotta
very
pop
athletic.
right back up and
Yeah.
let people know you're not bad. Side note, this exact jumpsuit that he has on, I'm sure this is the real Gucci one. Maybe we can find a picture. Back in 2018, myself, Willie, Large, and Jetski and Francis, pre-firing, wore those jumpsuits on Barstool Breakfast.
I feel like I remember.
same.
No.
Didn't you guys also do like a?
Oh, you know, it's gonna be tough to find, Jake. It's all right. Jake.
I appreciated that. He put the effort in, though.
Yeah,
That's nice.
yeah,
That's a
exactly.
good gesture. They, I feel like I haven't heard from him recently. Ceelo Green. He did the "Fuck You" song, and then he kind of did that gold mask bullshit. Do you remember at one of the Grammys or whatever?
The mask.
Yeah, the golden
Oh
thing.
yeah.
He's on the Ceelo Green isn't
on-
Ceelo Green on The Voice?
He's on the Masked Singer.
Masked
Oh, I don't watch
Or you like
Ceelo
Yes.
Green is huge. And
He-
Ceelo Green
yeah.
is
Yeah,
behind
massive.
like
He's fat. He's
some
like,
of the
dude.
biggest hits ever, like contemporarily speaking. So I don't know why he's going into a nightclub on a horse. They had to have paid him what, 25 grand?
Oh, they paid him a
Little
shit
Ceelo
ton of money.
appearance.
Yeah. I mean, Ceelo Green has tiny arms. He has little Tyrannosaurus Rex arms, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it.
One of my favorite celebrity horse things is, do you know Johnny Cueto, the baseball player? He like raised horses, and he just one day Instagrammed his dead horse. And he just
Oh.
like put a little collage up of his dead horse on Instagram, and he's like, "My horse died," and it's like you don't have to put that up, like his
Yeah.
dead body up on the internet.
With just a gaping gun wound.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Send him to the glue factory.
Colic. I don't know.
Dude, look at this. Like, he's just
Ow.
like, there's my horse, and it's just so funny because he's just like
It could have been napping.
the fucking caption
What
on this
the
blog too
fuck?
is just like his horse's carcass.
Yeah, that's a dead horse.
Carcass. Wait, go down. I want to see the lady with the hair. Oh,
A
love
little
her.
Long Island medium
Anyway.
ass hair right there. I like that. But yeah,
Smash.
shout out Johnny Cueto.
Next topic. Ahead of the Sweet 16, UConn's men's basketball team were forced to switch hotels because their rooms were covered in dirt, vomit, and worse. Multiple rooms were allegedly filthy and dirty with vomit and worse. Worse has to be cum. You can say poop in an article. You can't say cum.
Well, you can't cover a room in cum. You can cover a room in poop. There's only so much cum to go
Brother, give
around.
me a weekend in Vegas and I'll cover a room in cum. All right?
Heyo. That's true though. I mean,
Yeah,
how
no,
much-
that's
and if you
100%.
did, and if you did, you can't. Cum is kind of a clear. I've heard. I don't know.
It's harder to see.
It's like a clear consistency. That someone had to have shit in the room, but also it could have been food. It could have been anything. Minds just automatically goes to poop and to cum.
I think everything about poop is worse than cum too. So if you're talking about and worse, I think everything about poop is worse than
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never tasted my own poop.
Yeah.
Just the smell alone is, yeah.
Yes.
Some shit. A little bit of shisa porn going on.
Why? So we think that someone in the hotel was like a fan of the other team and they fucked up their rooms.
That'd be a good
just Vegas.
twist to it. I think it was just people before partying in Vegas, and then the hotel was just didn't clean up before the guys came
I
in.
think that there's like. I think it's a little more dark than that. I think
Yeah.
there was someone working at the hotel who was a
Mm.
fan, someone who might have been a little fed up with their job. They're probably making, $12 an hour to clean rooms plus whatever change they find. They said, fuck this, I'm gonna ruin their night. But they stayed at, where was it? The Luxor? Or something. Oh, okay, so that's like a kind of a lower level hotel. So they probably just moved to a better hotel.
Yeah. Chris Angel
Angel,
performed in
Mind
Luxor?
Freak?
Well, that's
Mind
that's
Freak has the
why
top
they were there.
fuck.
Yeah.
Have you? Mind Freak is like,
Mind
You
Freak!
just levitate across pools like
Yeah.
this.
Magician in residency is a good hotel. That's how you know.
It was covered in Chris Angel's just fucking juices.
Oh. I mean, that might be magical. You never know.
I'd love that.
You get powers.
Yeah.
Mind Freak. Oh yeah, look at him. He was the original sexy goth.
Yeah.
Go to that one. Look, that's a hot guy.
Wait.
So much sexier than Copperfield or any of those other dudes.
Yeah.
That's
one,
a little Michael Jackson blanket ass.
Look at that. That is fucking
Very.
hot. Magic has never been so sexy.
Dude, he's got the
That's
two
just
girls
so
on his fucking leg. That one's not great. Yeah.
No.
Move on from that one.
Yeah.
Who does he look like in that picture? He looks like Prince.
Looks like a combination of Prince and like.
Siegfried.
Yeah. Which
Look
one
at
does?
that.
I mean, when you go into a hotel though, if your room isn't up to cleanliness standards, do you move right away?
The only way I would
Like
ever
if there's the bed is a little ruffled or something, are you get me in the room?
I don't give a shit as long as there's not a log in the toilet. I'm fine.
Last time I stayed at Vegas, I stayed for free because they had the first room they had us in had black mold, and then the second room they put us into had somebody's panties in the laundry or whatever, or in the blanket, and we complained and they're like, okay, you can stay for free.
I
This
feel
is a
like
good hotel, too.
if I go into a hotel room and it's not pristine, it's an immediate call to the desk, immediate upgrade, immediate.
Depend on where you're at. If it's like a lower level place, you're like, this I get it.
I mean, if it's like a Motel 8 or something,
Yeah,
or you're kind of expecting it, but any normal hotel. I've stayed at the Flamingo, which is
That's
not.
what I was gonna bring
We
up.
called it the Mingo. I was there, and the rooms were The rooms weren't that bad, and it was $28 a night.
The rooms weren't that bad, but if you would, I went there with a wonton Don. If you walk down the hallway, there's just like pieces of like the wall missing.
Because they had an asbestos issue.
Yeah, definitely. It was a little rough, but
The worst of Vegas hotels doesn't even hold a candle to the worst of Atlantic City hotels, though. Have you ever seen some of those? They are
Atlantic City is.
disgusting places on.
But Atlantic City is they're on a come up. I will say that.
Oh, for sure.
Big time. Those hotels are in a come up. We went there for Barstool versus America. I mean, it's not, you know, I mean, you got to watch where you step. You don't want to catch a needle.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, look at how gorgeous that is.
Her house is okay because it's like a little far away at least.
I thought it was Harrah's.
I did too.
Is it Harrah's or Harrah's?
I'm pretty sure it is Harris.
Harris? I don't really know. I don't think I've
Hurrah.
ever heard someone say it out loud. Oh, whoopsie, sorry. Fucking my bad.
El Dorado Motor Inn, smash.
Yeah.
Bally's, smash.
There's worse ones.
Sunset Inn, I would like, yeah.
There's that tower one that was.
You're in a
really
dark
bad.
spot if you wake up in the Sunset Inn.
Yeah.
Wait, that's Atlantic City. Okay.
Yeah, this is all AC.
Donnie and I
Bad
went
place.
in Vegas. He's like, hey, I got to check out this restaurant real quick. It's like the first restaurant to ever do shrimp cocktail. And we showed up, and it looked like the Sleepy Inn or whatever that is. It was the trashiest place I've ever been to.
I remember one of the times when I was younger in Atlantic City, I was on Tinder and I was just like trying to find something because I was just smashing. I was like, I'll fuck something tonight. Not how Tinder. That's an OK Cupid move, by the way. That's not a Tinder move.
Plenty of fish.
Exactly.
Ladies?
This girl's like, yeah, I'm in XYZ casino. I'm like, oh, what are you visiting from? And she's like, I live here. And I said, why? Like, that's all I responded with is like, why would you live here?
And then she blew you.
No, believe it or not, no. Somebody that lived in Atlantic City wasn't into it.
That's
Yeah.
love on the boardwalk in Atlantic City, my friends.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Yukon game. Who
Oh,
are
yeah.
they? Oh, they're playing Arkansas. So that's where I like. You were saying it might be a hotel employee, but what hotel employee is an Arkansas Razorbacks fan? I mean, you never know, but
Maybe someone that had action on the game.
oh, that's even.
I mean, that's more
That's
likely.
even better. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like an Ocean's 11 thing.
Yes.
Some big plot. All right.
Again, they'd probably go into a better hotel, so it's even better for them. Maybe that's it. The other angle. They're pro Yukon.
It was-
Wanted them to be in a better hotel.
Or it was the Yukon players that just went in there and immediately fucked it up, and they were like, "Hey, our hotel's fucked up, coach. We got to go somewhere else. That isn't this shithole. We play for Yukon. Why are we staying in this shithole?" Just a thought. All right, that's into that. After show. Rico Bosco, Kansas State. Is Rico over there? No. All right. Well, Rico showed up to a convention center around here where the Kansas State team was. Brought his boombox. And was totally offbeat with his claps. His first 3 claps, bad. Very bad. But I think he was just trying to get into it. You know, you got to find your rhythm.
Rico, I was near Rico when this initially started to go viral, and you could see the energy start coursing back through his
Yeah.
body. It was like he's fully back. This is all he needed. He needed one viral video, little sass in his step now. Oh no.
Oh,
Oh, man.
That's the
no.
one.
It was 9 for 14 on camera.
9 for
9 for
Will
14.
say you got too much hate.
9 for 14. That's in the MLB, that'll get you in the Hall of Fame.
9 for 14, but the beats are
It was
just.
funny because Troops was yelling at Rico and this was going on. Like, he came back and he was like, "You're dressed like me."
Yeah,
Which,
seriously.
yeah, I was
Wow.
like, "What are you wearing, Rico?" But if I could wear a fuchsia jumpsuit, is that fuchsia?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
A fuchsia jumpsuit? Blackberry. Wow. Yes. Foul up 3.
You just shouldn't have done the clap. You have to do the bop.
He was trying to, get into it.
But like.
Yeah,
I think
the bop, I get
he
that.
Kind of like the coach started the clap and then he joined in. Like, just let the players do it.
I wouldn't know what to do with my hands. Like, I would have just felt so weird in
It
there.
would have been weirder if he was like doing it like in one of these or something like that.
Yeah, true. Yeah, because I just would have been like, "Hey, what's up, kids? I graduated 10 years ago, and you're playing sports."
The moment he missed that one big clap, I mean, I'd be dead on the floor. Like, I don't know what I would. You can't recover. That's irrecoverable.
Did they know who Rico was?
I don't know.
He just came in and gave them shit. So.
We have a hype beast coming.
were?
out.
Okay, so how did it go?
How was he received, Jack Coleman?
First of all, the biggest miss from the whole thing was Rico comes in and the coach is like, "All right, we got like a special thing." And then he's like, wait, hold up. So then Rico awkwardly is like in the corner holding the big boom box. Like everyone is like, "Who is this
You-
guy?" So
you-
like I think some people knew, but
Yeah.
like
Do you guys like pizza reviews? Like, "Oh, Portnoy."
no. But Michael Beasley was also there, so that kind of brought some hype to Rico. He was
Pretty
trying to
sick.
get him
Yeah.
to help bring in some stuff, but overall, too much hate on the hand clapping. He nailed like more than half.
Yeah.
Obviously. Some Italian dude just came in and started clapping off beat at us.
Yeah.
Feels like it's like menacing almost.
He's trying to make us like take points off the shave points in the game.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, why is this Italian man in a jumpsuit here?
Yeah, very menacing.
Next, Kirk versus Big Ev on the dozen. There's a 6-minute unedited clip that came out of Kirk and Ev going at it, and whoo.
Can I just say something about? I'm sorry to cut you
No,
off.
you're good.
Can I just say something? This fight made me so fucking happy because it was just low-hanging fruit after low-hanging fruit, and you know that once it's done, it's done. Big Ev went there, Kirk went there, and I'll let you talk about it.
Yeah, it was.
Listen, all's fair in love and war. Listen, I'm fat. He tried to kill himself. Or he thought about it at least.
Kirk went for the family. You went for the family. It was like it was just trading back and forth.
I didn't mind it. Like, listen, like he doesn't know my mother. I don't know his kids. Like, what? Who cares? My mother's not gonna see it. It's like a tree falling in the woods.
Yeah.
Mom's not gonna see it. She's
Like a lot of people are gonna see it though. The tree in the
Yeah,
woods
but I mean,
That's the saying. Tree falls in the
Yeah,
woods. and no
my
one
mom's
sees
not gonna be
it.
like
Am I right?
offended by like jokes that
Yeah.
she doesn't even know who he is. Like, what? That didn't bother me. That didn't. I just was like a little thrown off guard when he went there, but I was like, all right, like, whatever.
Were there any insults you didn't get in there that you were like, I wish I would have gotten that one in?
Oh, I hate that feeling.
Say him right to the camera.
I hate being in the
He
shower
tried-
and being like, oh
he
man,
tried
that
to
was a good
accuse me
one.
of being scripted, which I wasn't. I would say, if anything, I was on high alert. I thought I was definitely like ready that some shots might come my way, but I wouldn't say I was into like writing bars like to.
But you're good. Like
spit at 'em.
I've seen you on like
You're
the
really good off the
Yak,
cuff.
and you're very good off the
Yeah,
cuff with like insults
Remember
and
what's his
things.
name? The Miz? Oh my God.
Miz, that's what I'm thinking.
That's what when Brain asked me, I was like, listen, there's not a great talkers at Barstool. I wouldn't put myself in like the upper pantheon of talkers, but when I'm thrown in the fire, I hold my own.
I think you've proven yourself like on the
I
college
usually do
football
pretty
show.
well.
You get thrown into an audience
I've
and
had
you
a
just
lot of
talk.
experience now. I've got like Dave's obviously a phenomenal talker. I've had many verbal warfares with him. MJF's one of the best like wrestlers. I had a little do with him. Kirk, I would put as one of the top talkers of the company. So I hold my own when I need to.
Yeah.
I think Kirk appreciated it.
Yeah.
No, I have no ill will towards Kirk. That's why the word I don't hate Kirk. I don't think he hates me. Just it's war is war. Things happen. We threw like there were shots thrown back and forth.
Have you?
When-
Okay. Oh, go ahead.
No, you're good. When you guys were up in Boston and you saw each other the first time, did you guys exchange any words at all, or were you just
We
completely
shook hands.
separate?
He shook his hand. I shook his hand. I was
Yeah.
like it's trivia. Like I love trivia. I was
Yeah.
like, what am I gonna be like? Go fuck yourself over trivia? No, when trivia happens, I will say go fuck yourself. But when we were just on
Yeah.
gambling, it was like I was just like, how you doing? And yeah, that was it.
Have you spoken after the fight?
I mean, it was funny because kind of like after like when the taping ends, it's like all right, like good match.
That's what I heard is like after
I
the
was
match.
more annoyed that we fumbled the match. Like we should have
Yeah.
won, we blew it. But it is what it is.
After the match, everyone was like, "Hey, good game, guys. Good effort. Like, way to
It's
put
like,
it all
like,
out
like,
there."
like, see you next time, Kirk. Like have a
Yeah.
good well. Hope your kids are well. Yeah. No ill will towards his kids.
Yeah.
Do you? How do you see it going from here? Is the beef done? You think there'll be some more jabbing?
I mean, if we end up playing again, maybe some shots will be thrown. I don't plan on like seeing him in person, just like punching him in the face. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like, that's not what we do here. We go at each other verbally. It's all.
Are you guys gonna get new material? Like, is he gonna get away from fat jokes? You'll get away from
Well,
mental
no,
ones?
I mean they're just like fat jokes are very easy.
They're
so,
fun,
like,
too.
and they're fun. Like I'll admit, like that you can get very creative with fat jokes. There's like many ways to call a fat man fat. But that's why. But like with him, like I don't know Kirk that well personally. I know like one thing about him, and I have to just keep attacking.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna ask is what is your next? What's his next? What's your next? What's the?
I would imagine just
Calling him
similar.
a
I would
hoss.
imagine just similar, like similar type. If that ever
Yeah.
works.
I mean, you could go with for the booze. He's an alcoholic. That's something you.
Brad
could
just heard
didn't
about
know
fat
that,
jokes and he
actually.
came.
I actually didn't know he was an alcoholic.
He heard fat jokes and he just came
Sure.
wandering over.
We got a question. Give him the mic.
I just have a question. My question is, when he says fatso,
That's so funny.
does that hurt more or does that stand out?
No, I would say no because see, like I've said this many times. Like I was born 10 pounds. I've been fat my entire life. I've ranged in fatness clearly. Like I would say I'm probably at like my peak fatness right now, or
Born again
definitely towards
hoss.
it. But like I've been fat my whole life, so it's like there's like I said before, there's so many like,
solid.
creative ways to call me fat. I've probably heard all of them.
Baptized in grease.
My favorite one I've probably ever been called was the wrestler called me type 3 diabetes. That was good.
Yeah.
That was clever. But
I think fatso is the
Fatso's the
it is,
funniest.
it is funny. Like it is funny.
It's the funniest
Francis.
term.
Like
I'm so sorry. I love it every
It's
time.
so
no, it is
funny.
funny. Like that's like fat jokes are just funny. Like I
So-
they don't like fat jokes. I don't like take home with me. I'll put it like that.
There's
I don't,
no
like, I'm not like
insult.
losing sleep over. I see myself in the mirror every day. I'm well aware with what I'm working with. So
Francis, as a writer, you don't like the type 3 diabetes one? I think that one's solid. Fatso is
I look, fatso is one of my favorite things I've ever heard. I
Funniest
can't. I
term.
get gleeful and giddy over Fatso.
It has the
You handled it so
Fatso.
well. You never batted an eye. It was hard to watch, but also fun to watch. So hats off to you both.
it has the disrespect that Buddy has or Champ.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Champ.
It's one of those like I don't love doing that, but I also don't mind doing it either.
Yeah.
Like when I'm thrown in the fire, I'm very like any sorts of like verbal altercation or even like back in my day, I guess I'm not like Mike, but even physical, I was never like afraid. Like I don't start things, but once I'm thrown in the fire, I have no issue being in like getting involved in it.
Brother, I know you. You don't start stuff, but you sure as hell finish it. That's just
Folks
who
and me
you
talking
are.
about Chinese food.
Yeah. Yeah, the fact that he said sexually assaulted it. Was,
Yeah, that was very the sexually
that was a
assaulted
good one.
Chinese.
It was a
food.
good.
That
It was a
great
good
bar.
sparring of words. I loved it.
He's like, then you put a DNA kit on that after it. That was some great lines by Kirk.
Yep. Yeah. I
That jokes are funny, man.
two great
I love Kirk.
back and forthers.
Kirk's the best.
I forgot about that when Big Ev tried to attack that bozo that tried to break in the office. You remember this dude?
Is he-
No.
Now,
Oh,
yeah, now,
yeah,
yeah. Went hood up and then went running in.
Big Ed pulls out a gun.
All right, that's the rundown.
Got Glock.
Thanks for watching.